Tireless Tangler, and with me is my son Mari, who is going to be our moderator today. Thank you for being here today. I want to welcome you back to the 100 Days of Zentangle. This is day 79, and we are going to be doing the Zentangle pattern RUMPUS. RUMPUS is a cool sort of interwoven pattern, and it's also really simple. So let's get started. Buddy, you want to say hi?
Hey guys.
He's going to be the cool one today.
It's me, the new tireless tangler.
The tireless tangler's tireless poker, huh? He's poking me in the arm right now.
No, I'm not.
Oh, everybody's happy to see you in chat. Look at that. See, everybody's saying hi. All right. So let's get started with this thing. I think most of you in chat right now are probably experienced tanglers, so I probably don't need to explain this much to you. So we're going to start with a regular orb. Oh, let me give you an update on River, Angela. River is doing actually very well. We are feeding her soft food. That reminds me, I was going to show them some of the pictures that I had from her report. Where did I leave the report? I had to shift everything so Mari could fit up here. I don't know. Well, if I come up with it before we're done, I'll show you.
Yes.
She had, no, the report from the vet with the pictures on it. Do you remember the big sheets of paper? It's a multiple sheet, but I don't know where it went. But anyway, so they found an additional tooth in there that needed to be pulled. And she had a messy mouth. She had a spot where she had two roots exposed, where she had already lost a tooth. And they suspect that chewing the hard stuff is making things worse. So we have immediately removed all the hard bones, no nyla bones, no antlers. They specifically said the really, really hard bones like the cow's hooves and antlers aren't good for them, their teeth. So we are going to be doing like the rubber Kongs and things like that that you can put peanut butter in, things like that. And she is doing well. She's not quite her sassy self today. She's moving a little slower, but she's supposed to. She did eat really well this morning. We switched her to a wet food, and so she's doing really well.
Kings are awesome.
Kongs are awesome, I think she meant. Hi, Carlito. I see you sneaking in there.
I actually suggested that Carlito should be a moderator.
See there? See? Mari likes you guys. All right. So we're going to start today by putting some orbs on our zendala, okay? And I'm using a black Micron PN. You can really use whatever pen you have, okay? So you don't have to center it. If you'll see in my example, I sort of put it off center like I want to do. And I watched the video on tangle patterns that Maria demonstrates RUMPUS, and Maria Thomas. And so I think I want to sort of handle this the way she did on that tile. And I think she started sort of up in the left. She does that. The left corner is the happy corner.
With Carlito moderating.
Yes, it is a big party with Carlito moderating. All right, behave, everybody. Okay, then around this orb, we're going to put 5 other orbs, and you can make them different sizes. You can, make them smaller, bigger. You can put them in close. You can spread them out. I'm going to, for symmetry's sake, I'm going to sort of put mine spread out pretty evenly, I think. For me, it'll be even for me. Well, not quite, but it's going to be okay. All right. Then we are just going to connect these all. Maybe I want a couple more. Maybe I want one between these two. And that's probably all I'm going to be able to fit. So let's see what happens. All right, so I'm going to connect each of these orbs with its neighbor with this curved sort of petal shape. Simba's in the house. He's saying hi to everybody. And Maria said, and as I drew and played with this pattern, I found she was right, that it's good to put sort of a light line through the middle of each of these petals, because when you start filling them in, then it's going to be difficult to determine what your negative space is and what your petal shapes are.
Also, guys, if this video gets 50 likes, live stream, if live stream gets 50 likes, I'll be in the next live stream.
Oh, that's a promise.
But there's only 35 people.
Well, they'll dribble in as we go, you'll see.
Chip says hi to Simba and River.
Oh, woof, Simba, woof, River.
And there's already 9 likes.
See? It's awesome. Thanks, Mar.
You know, it seems kind of suspicious.
What?
That, whenever I said that, everybody, people start, joining in on the live stream.
Yeah.
And
it's because you're popular, baby.
I'm not that popular.
You're popular, trust me.
Roseanne Barlia said, hi, Cindy. Hi, Mari.
Hi, Roseanne. How is Zizi today?
Yeah, so I got a suggestion.
What's that, baby? No promising stuff.
I'm not.
All right.
What if Roseanne was a moderator?
We can make Roseanne a moderator. If we make them all moderators, though, who are they going to moderate?
Each other. Well, I'm not saying everyone should be a moderator.
Oh, my goodness. You are a funny man. Cool. Do that. You guys might see occasionally someone will post something like their information, like with an @ or a .com or something like that, and those comments are held for review, and you can go ahead and approve all of that as long as nobody's cursing. Want to keep that family friendly rating today.
Also, Marsha says yes, you are Mari.
Yeah, see? Means. Well, I was saying that you were popular.
And Roseanne said she's shedding like crazy.
Sweating? Shedding? Oh, Zizi is? I was like, what is going on at your house? Yes, I bet she is. She's probably going to keep shedding all summer long. I had a dog named Daisy who was part husky and part Australian Shepherd, and that dog shed bunny fur all year long. Sometimes it was worse. But all year, she was an all-year shedder.
Angela said, you must have read my mind, Cindy. I was thinking of having you go at this tango this morning.
See?
Nancy Gregg is here.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Which means a new moderator.
Will you stop? Mari.
Mm-hmm.
Mari, you give him a little power and he goes absolutely nuts. Nancy might not appreciate it. She is a little unsure on the technology thing. But, you know, that's what you want to do, buddy. You're in charge.
Ann DuPont is here.
Hi, Lorianne.
From
Massachusetts.
Dana Janus is here.
Hi, Kansas. Hi, Dana.
Patty O is here, too.
Hi, Patty O. Are you Michigan, Wisconsin? No, you're Canada. I can't remember. Which Patty are you? I've got like 4. So we're just gonna hook up each and every one of these orbs. Nancy
Gregg said hi. I had to put my husband in the nursing home last night.
Oh.
And it has really put me in a funk.
I'm so sorry, Nancy. That's an awful thing. How's he doing?
Patio is from Chicago too.
Chicago, that's not far from us.
Patty said there are a bunch of us Patties. I'm from Florida.
There you go. So at this point, I think I'm going to stop. And this is that flower of life thing. This sort of does this naturally when you start hooking up these orbs. It sort of happens naturally. But this is where I'm going to stop on mine. And you can add dots and add stuff around the edges and stuff and such. But I think this is what I'm going to do for me. Okay, so the next step then is we're going to draw in some arched lines. We're going to draw in some extra petals, and they're going to be curved. And I'm going to start like Maria does in that video. I'm going to go on the left side, and I'm going to want to arc these out kind of far because I'm going to want to be able to draw in between in this space. And so here, I'm going to add my little line. Now this is the part where it can get confusing. So go around on the left side and add these little arcs, these little curved petals.
I also forgot to tell you that Marlene Bakley is here.
Oh, Marilyn Blakely?
Yeah.
Hi, Marilyn. Mari is making me laugh. Nancy, I'll send Mari to your house. He will just cheer you up like nobody else. He is my mess. My beloved mess.
So I can?
If that's what you would like to do, that is fine. You are in charge of comments. You are in charge of chat, buddy. No, we don't have that big a crowd, so we probably don't need that many, but, you know, if you feel like it's a good idea, I think that's great. All right. And some of these that you draw are not going to be complete because they're going to have to be drawn behind. All right. And I want you to feel free to do that, to draw behind these so that you only have a partial arc here. It's not going to matter when we get done. We're going to put a bunch of things like this in. And you'll see that it's going to be beautiful. So I'm just going to put these partial arches in here. And you can see that if I didn't have this in there, then we would start to wonder, okay, is this the petal? Is this the petal? Is this the petal? And that's what we're trying to avoid. Is it hot in Kansas today, Dana, or is it cold? We had snow this yesterday morning in Tulsa, and rain and sleet and, you know, sleety ice or something most of the day yesterday. And then I got home and the sun was shining, which was okay.
Nancy Gregg says, "Thank you for your support. I'm really worried about him."
I'm so sorry, Nancy. It's so hard to have someone you love put in that situation, and especially, do you have any supporters? Do you have any other family that's there to support you through this? Because being in charge of that kind of thing is mentally and emotionally exhausting.
37 here in Kansas today, and from Dana M.
Wow.
We had hail and Schenectady last night from Betsy.
Oh, in Schenectady?
Yeah, and Angela says snowed in Park Hills, MO, yesterday too.
Wow.
Melody says hi from BC, Canada.
That's British Columbia. Cool. That's crazy. So I guess Oklahoma City is a little bit low enough to where that's not going to be a deal. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to continue to do this, and every time you come across one of these that is drawn in, then you're just going to draw yours behind. Okay, you can switch to doing them on the right side. However, I found if I just kept going on the left, whichever way I turned my towel, it was going to all work out. All right, so just keep adding these in, and you can stop anytime you feel like it has enough. But the further you go, the more interesting it's going to look. Okay? All right, so I'm going to draw behind on this one, really far behind. And then tuck that in here. And the reason I'm going so far out is because I want there to be room for all of this halaba action inside, yeah?
Tanya says, hi from Pakistan. Alisa S.
Hi. Hi,
Alisa,
Pakistan.
Alisa S. says, hi, Cindy, came to have lunch with you again. And Family Rich 77 says, OMG, I caught you. Yeah, it's Rebecca
Hi,
in
Rebecca.
Texas,
Did you miss your nap for us today, girl?
Lynn says, freeze here in Texas. Covered my flower beds last night.
Well, so why isn't it freezing here? Is
Where
it cold
flower
outside?
beds?
Have you been outside?
No.
You
What are
opened the back
flower
door.
beds?
Flower beds are
Right.
what's growing with weeds out in front of our house.
Oh. I thought flower beds were like beds that were made out of flowers.
Well, they kind of are. They're areas where you have beds of flowers, basically. It's just an area that you fill with flowers. So I'm just going to continue to go, and even I'll just keep choosing my left side and keep finding places where I can add these. Simba says woof to Zizi and Chip. What other puppies are in the house today? I don't think Polly's here, so Amigo's not here. No, Anne's not here, so Amigo's not here. So I've got one here that I need to do both sides on. And if you'll see, once I finish this, this is going to be a three-way halaba. It's going to go out 3 ways. Why would you say that?
The video has reached 50 likes.
Uh-oh. Well, it's got 24 likes, doesn't it?
So can I say it?
What? That they don't want... Honey, if you... All right. I'm not sure what you're meaning by that, so I can't answer your question. Does that make sense? Just look for any blank spots. Go to your left side. Well, we're not done yet, sweet boy. But I see what you mean. Oh, there we got 28 likes now. Mari said earlier, if he gets 50 likes in this live stream, then he will come to the next one and be in it.
But guess y'all don't want me in the next live stream.
Oh, these guys have all liked it, I'm sure. Plus, unfortunately, it doesn't let them like it from inside the live stream. They have to go out of the live stream and like it and then come back in. So that's why they don't. Baby, stop, please.
What?
He's sitting over here just putting random stuff on his phone, but he's tapping it really hard so it's shaking the bed, which of course shakes the camera.
I'm tapping the space bar and talking to my own self.
All right, well, tap it gently, baby. River says hi.
All right.
Apparently she's able to bark just fine now. Mar.
Yeah. I'm not touching anything anymore.
Mm-hmm. River.
Ren Grieger is
Hi,
here.
Ren. How are you?
New moderator.
No, baby. Stop with the moderating. They can't all be moderators. We have plenty. So now I'm just turning this around and seeing, are all my left sides filled up? So I haven't done these along the edge, so I'm going to do those next. But see how cool it is? Isn't this cool? I love this pattern. It's one of my favorites. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to get it started.
Panama in the house, says Ren Grieger.
Panama? Wow.
Whoa.
Buenas tardes.
Nancy Gregg says, no, my sons are both in Colorado, but they have been very supportive.
Oh, and I'm so sorry. Are they going to come to be with you if something... anyway, I don't mean to ask it that way. It's gonna be okay. It's hard to know what to tell somebody who's going through such a tough situation, and I wish we could all be there to support you, Nancy, but I know that wherever we are in the world, that we have you in our thoughts and our prayers, and we are going to hold you up and hope for the very best for your husband. Oh, River, please. Hey, River. Good girl. Good girl. She gets up under my blinds next to my window and makes such a racket. She's a mess.
Sadly,
Yes. All right.
Carol Art says, loving this one.
Hi, Carol. How are you? It's nice having Mari here, isn't it?
Carla Joe says, Nancy candlelit and smoke rising.
Candlelight and smoke rising.
Candlelit.
Oh, candlelit.
And Miss Oscar says, my rumpus is looking like splayed bunch of bananas.
Well, and it might, but keep going. Trust the process. River, baby girl.
Anna says, doing a great job, Mari. Thanks.
There you go. He's a pretty awesome kid. He's almost done with his 5th grade. He will be a big middle school kid next year. Luckily for him, he's already pretty large sized, so he's not going to look like a shrimp.
Brimo says, hola, Cindy.
Hola! Sorry about the barking, but...
Rosa and Barlia says 15 more likes.
Yeah, 15 more likes.
What?
Look at that, we're at 34.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna be stuck, buddy.
Where you going, Mari? Here in KS Middle School starts at 7th grade.
Ah. Well, that's interesting.
Rosa and Barlia says, hit that thumbs up.
There you go. River, what are you doing, baby girl? She was such a good girl. She was so afraid to go in there. She had her tail tucked between her legs, but she didn't make me pull her. She was a good girl, but she was scared, definitely. She's been in and out of shelters, so bless her heart. She had a hard time, but they said she settled in really well, and I'm so glad that is taken care of, and she can start to feel better now. We'll have our vet check her regularly and make sure that's okay. We'll just stop letting her have stuff that's going to break her teeth if they're that sensitive to breaking.
Marshall Borwell says, from elementary to middle school is a big transition.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations, my great accomplishment. Thank you.
Look how pretty this is. I love these little meta patterns inside each one of these. I think that's so beautiful. Now, I think the last thing I'm going to do structurally is I'm going to put another one of these left sides on each one of these outer ones. And I'm going to make them, nice and big and poofy. And it's going to give the outer edges something more finished.
Mr. Greg says, my computer says you have 39 likes.
Oh, we do have 39 likes. Thank you, Nancy.
Dana Jones says, can't wait to get home to try this one. Of course, I will watch the video again. We have 51 or 53 people.
Yeah, well, we're going to get there. Don't worry. It's going to happen. I have faith. I have faith, my son. That kid is so smart. I just don't know what to do with him. He's too smart.
Me smart.
Yeah, big brain smart. And I love you, bud.
Love you too.
Whoops, that was a little messy. I'm going to black in or ink in my little orbs. But that doesn't mean I should be sloppy. That's okay, Simba. Settle down. The one I really felt sorry for yesterday was Simba, because everybody left and he was completely alone for the first time, and I don't even know when, probably since the ice storm.
Candace says this is so beautiful. And Carrot.
It is, isn't it? Look at that. Pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I am going to orb or not to orb? This is the question. Not to orb. So in the video, Maria puts orbs in all of these interstices, which is a really, really beautiful look. And so I think I'm just going to do that. We are sliding along really well today. Our time is good. So I'm just going to start putting orbs in all of my empty spaces, and we're going to see what happens.
Family Rich 77 says, Mario, you sound like a very handsome and polite young man, which I am. Cindy says, and Cindy, you are a wonderful mom.
Well, I don't always feel that way, but I appreciate your sentiment.
Angela says, I like it. Cheryl says, I really like this pattern. And Nancy Gregg says, you are supporting me. Thanks, by the way. So glad River is doing better. And Nancy says, Mario, you are starting middle school early. Exciting for you. You will do great.
Mm-hmm. He will do great. Mari, stop.
Why can't Nancy Pearson be a moderator?
She certainly can, baby, but you don't need everybody to be a moderator. Oh, the mind of an 11-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Are my glasses working?
I don't know, are they? Maybe you should clean them.
Let me just clean them real quick.
I can guess how dirty they are.
Don't worry, I just cleaned them.
Cool beans.
We have 42 likes.
8 more, Mar. You can get 8 more. I have faith in you, buddy.
Carol says, Cindy, how do you like drawing with the PNs? Teresa, little sister Spitfire, says, hello, everyone. Susan says, dogs need a walk while hubby... Hold on. While hubby is on lunch break. Glad River is doing well. See you next time. Angela says, we haven't had to moderate anything yet, lol. Lori Ann DuPont says, who is a moderator?
We don't know anymore. Everybody, pretty much everybody.
If I get permission, I could make you a moderator.
Honey, if you want to make them all moderators, that is fine with me. Make them all moderators. That means you guys have to behave.
But if some random person comes in and I turn him into a moderator, and what if he just puts everyone in timeout?
See?
Well, timeout means that either they can't watch the stream or they just can't talk.
Probably that they can't talk.
Moderating, it takes a village. Which it does.
It does.
If your glasses are anything like my son's ones, they will be very dirty.
Oh, his are filthy.
I wonder how he sees out of them.
Me too. It makes me cry because I ask him to clean them and he just laughs at me and walks away. I want to beat him with my stick. Just kidding. He is so ornery. And he could see so much better if he would just clean them. Is that so much to ask? Okay, I'm not fitting one in here, so I think I'm just going to ink that one.
Jana says, Mario, will you play any school sports in middle school? And I said band.
Band is not a sport, love.
What? It's an extracurricular.
It is an extracurricular, so I'm going to allow it.
Angela says, that's what Philip does with me, too.
What, just laughs and walks away? Yep, so you're my sister. You know how that feels, don't you? Okay, baby, I need you to quit wiggling. This is difficult.
But if you look at the like button, thumbs up button.
Yeah. 45. We just need 5 more.
You know, you sure we need?
Well, I'm sure that my live streams are so much more enjoyable for me when you're here to do comments.
You sure you need 5 more likes?
Mm, I don't need 5 more likes, but you were the one that set the parameters.
I didn't think we would actually get to it.
Hey, you gotta have faith, young man.
Because at first there were like 20 people.
Well, I told you they would trickle in. Some of them sneak in on their lunch breaks.
Angela says band is good, Mari. What do you play? I would play trombone. Roseanne said 50.
Mm.
Look, Cindy.
How'd you do that? How'd they do that? Nice.
I use my phone.
What, you logged in?
Yup.
And gave us 50?
No.
No. Did you give us 1?
No.
No, he didn't do that.
And she's speaking my phone.
You can log in now and give us a like, you know.